Hi everybody, it's Rita, and today I'm going to be doing my Booktubeathon 2017 TBR. So I attempted to do the Harry Potter readathon, and I am epically failing at it. I'm still trying to reread Harry Potter, but I cannot finish the 6 books within the 3-week span that there is left. So I am basically giving up on that one, but I really want to do this readathon. I figured for a week long I can get stuff in that I've really been wanting to read for a while, and I love the challenges, and they're a little bit easier to do than the Harry Potter readathon where there's weekly challenges. Some of those can get really in-depth, but these ones are super easy, which I'm really excited about. I will go ahead and just jump on into the books that I have so you guys can see what I am planning to read during the week of the readathon. The first challenge is to read a book with a person on the cover, and so what I am going to be reading is Tricked, and this is by Jen Calonita. This is part of the Fairy Tale Reform School trilogy, and I believe it's a trilogy, don't quote me on that. I have been wanting to read this book for a while, ever since I finished the first 2, but I just have had so many other books that I've really been wanting to read. So I'm going to try and get through this one as part of the challenge, and hopefully I can do it. It's a middle grade novel, so usually those ones are pretty quick reads. The second challenge is to read a hyped book, and so I'm going to be doing Geekerella, and this is by Ashley Poston. I've heard so many amazing things about this book, how cute it is, the fandom aspect of it. I'm really excited to read this one. I have the ARC for it, but I got the ARC right before the book came out, so I didn't have a real need to push myself to read it, but now everybody's reading it and saying it's amazing, and I feel left out. So I am going to try and read it for the Booktubeathon, and I cannot wait to actually get started on it. The next challenge is to read a book with a character that is very different from yourself. So I'm going to do Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I know this could also be one of the hyped books, but I decided to do this one just so I have an excuse to actually read Geekerella. And this one, I feel like the 3 main characters are very different from myself. I do see some aspects of myself in them, but for the most part, Hermione is super smart, and I'm definitely not as smart as she is. Harry is good at so many different things that he does, and I fail at almost everything that I do for the most part, so we're very different in that aspect. And then Ron is hilarious, and I don't feel like I'm super funny. So I'm going to use this as an excuse to be able to get through the Chamber of Secrets again for my rereading for this year. And I'm excited to do the illustrated edition. I started it and then I stopped because I got absorbed in graphic novels, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pick it back up. The next challenge is to read a book entirely in one day. So I'm going to be doing Thor, the Goddess of Thunder. I meant to read this last month when I was doing all of my graphic novel stuff, but there's too many graphic novels to read, and I owned this one with the library ones I had to return, so I just kind of put this off to the side, and so now I am going to read this graphic novel, and I'm so excited to do it. The 5th challenge is to read a book entirely outdoors. Where I live, I have a bunch of screaming children constantly running around my back patio, and anytime I go to the park, I feel like I have to take my dog, and if I take my dog, she will not be happy if I'm sitting reading. So the book that I decided to go with, I purposefully picked this one because it is so tiny. I went with We Should All Be Feminists, and I cannot pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. I will have it down in the description below. I was recommended this by a friend of mine at work, and she is a big feminist, and I've never read anything about feminism, so I figured this would be a really good book to dip my toes in. It is super tiny, so I figured this one would be a good one. Yeah, it's only 50 pages, so I'm really excited just to be able to like pop outside for a little bit, read it, and then come right back in, because I don't want to be outside with people, no. The 6th challenge is to read a book that you specifically bought for the cover, and this one, I didn't buy it just for the cover, I actually bought it for the whole entire thing, because the whole edition is just stunning. And it is The Hobbit, the graphic novel form, and I didn't, again, read this last month like I was going to. So this is a great excuse for me to actually read this, and I'm really excited because it is absolutely stunning and I love it so much. And the last challenge is to read 7 books, and frankly, if I'm being realistic, it's probably not going to happen, but I do have 2 graphic novels and a tiny itty bitty baby book to read, so I'm hoping that that will help, but I figured I might as well throw this one in just in case. This is Fruits Basket, the first volume of the manga series, and I'm hoping to be able to finish this one to complete the 7 books for that challenge. we will see, but I've been wanting to start this for a long time, and now that I finally have a copy, I didn't read it last month like everything else I was supposed to read, so hopefully I'll be able to get to this one for the readathon. Those are the 7 books that I am planning to try and read during the readathon. I don't know how well I will do, to be honest. I work a lot and I take care of my animals, and I feel like at the end of the day, I just don't read a lot. So I'm really gonna try and do this readathon and really cram down and get some stuff done. So hopefully I'll be able to get through all of them. If you are doing the readathon, let me know. If you posted TBR videos, let me know so I can watch them. I love watching those. And hopefully we can do it together. If you like this video, go and hit the subscribe button or give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!